Are you all hearing me?
Yes, coach, you're clear.
Okay.
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 Anyone
Anyone
listening from
listening from
YouTube?
YouTube?
Yeah, there is
Yeah,
background
background
here.
here.
It is shouting
Shout.
for us.
Coach, all is on YouTube.
Hmm? You are hearing me?
Yes, YouTube. All.
It is not on.
Let me see.
It is on. It is on. I can see it here. It is on. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ah. So let me hope you are seeing my screen. My screen is on. My screen is on. Okay, let me get my pen here. We move on. My pen is here. Then let's go to Royachu. Okay, this is Royachu now. I'm on Royachu account, and this is the interface for Royachu. Yes, we can be able to see. This is the interface for Royachu, and what we need to understand from here, I wanted to share with you the strategies that we need to use when the signal is shared. So, every group is having its a strategy. They have its strategy. So, we also have our strategies that we follow to trade. Others are having 5% drop, others are having 2% drop, others decided to use 0.2 as in a drop 0.3. You get the point. Others are not having even margin calls. So it's according where you are coming from, or where the group you are coming from. You may be in many groups and they are using different strategies. They are using another strategy. We have another strategy when you are in another group. You also get there another strategy. So it's up to you how you understand the market. Mm? If you have idea for the market, definitely you can come up with your strategy. It's a matter of knowing the strategy you're supposed to use, and again, it's a matter of knowing the capital you have, because when you focus on those strategies are very many, ladies and gentlemen. Strategies are very many, but just I want you to understand, why do we have strategies, and they are in a different way. Each group is having its strategy. You get the point? So we need to understand the reason behind, and for you, you will also decide and have your own strategy. Are we clear? So therefore, what we need to understand from here, it is a matter of knowing how much capital do you use, and again, we need to understand the strategy that will fit for you. Okay, so the strategy for $200, it is not the same strategy for $100. So we need to understand that. Okay, we need to understand that. Hope I'm clear. Hope I'm clear.
Yes, leader.
Okay. So that is it, and I really need you to understand. Then we can move slowly. Okay. Okay. So now I want to use this side. Let's open here. Let's use this side. You may have $200 at this point. It is your capital. You may have $100. You may have $300. I want you to understand this. If the take profit is 5% or 3% or 10%, any take profit, the amount you're using as capital will decide how much are you getting from the market. And here you can again decide how much are you going to put in the market for the first time. You know, we have the first buy. We first put some money, and again we edit to have the money of buying margin calls. I want you to get me very well. Now, with $200 as capital, you can first go into the market with $50 and you leave $150 for margin calls. You get the point? Or you can decide and go into the market with even lower than $50. You can go with 30. That is your strategy. But at the end of it, what are we looking at? At the end of it, what are we looking at? If the market drops, we all face the same challenges. We all face what we call floating loss. Therefore, it's you to decide whether you want to use 0.5 drop. It's up to you. Whether you want to use 0.2 drop, it's up to you. You have a reason. You have a reason why you are putting 0.2. Don't just put 0.2 because you have seen a video on YouTube saying that let us put 0.5, let us put 0.2 as in a drop. You should understand the reason why they are using it. If you feel like they are lying, oh, this strategy will not help you, leave it. Just leave it. You get the point? So don't just write 0.2, yet you can't explain why are you using it. You know those guys, they can give you reason. And when you stand and you also hear the reason, definitely you will know that they are just faking life. But I don't want you to fake life. I don't want you to fake life. Put 0.5 when you are sure that you can give us reason why you are putting 0.5. Not because you watched a video. No. Put 0.2 if you can give us a reason why you are putting 0.2. Am I clear to you guys? I don't want you to just copy and paste, yet you don't understand anything. Because they told you 0.2, you are also putting 0.2. They told you to use 0.1, you are also using 0.1. Can you give us a reason why? If you can give us a reason, there we understand that at least you understand business. But then, if you can't give a reason why you are putting 0.5, there we will know that you don't know what you are doing. So, my humble request is, let us understand the word drop. You know, you may be lost. Let's go here. The drop that I'm talking about is here. This strategy is for 400 up to 250. Let's open it. The strategy I'm talking about, the drop I'm talking about is here. The margin configuration. I want you to understand it better. Don't just write because they told you to put. Let me first see the first buy. The first buy is $50. Out of your 400, you are going into the market with $50 for the first time. Meaning, on balance, we have 350. It is waiting for market either to drop, and if we don't drop, we are going to collect our 3% of $50. I think you have seen someone posting in the group today. He had used $10 and expecting that market will drop and again add more money. Unfortunately, market never dropped. You get the point? Market never dropped. Therefore, he missed out the money. So, that's why I normally tell you, let us first put something in the market that in case when this market doesn't drop, we can again get our 3% of $50. Are we together? Now, another thing. It doesn't mean putting here 50 that when the market is dropping, my margin call will be buying with $50. No. The reason why I say no is when we check here on margin configuration, where we give our instructions to first buy, we can open and see. Can you see here? This is it. It is showing us 0.3. So when you get 0.3 of 50, let us get 0.3 of 50. 0.3 of 50. It is what? It is $15. That means the 0.3 you are seeing here is representing $15. Are you getting the logic, my dear friends? Or you are still lost? Are we getting the logic here, or we are still lost? Hey, no one who can't reply. No one who can reply, you mean? Yeah, Joelia, are you getting the logic?
Yes.
Yes, that's how we'll do it.
Yes.
The robot is buying with 15 only. We don't want to miss out the 3% in case market doesn't drop. That is the reason why we put this 50. If you feel like you are okay to put $10 and you keep buying with $10 when the market is dropping, it's up to you. But me, what I want you to understand is the reason why we are putting these digits here. Simple. If we change, if you can change here and you put 10 or 15, it is okay. It is okay if you can put it there, if you have that time, if you have that knowledge that I will first buy maybe with $100, after buying I will come back and change and put 10 or I put 15. That is okay as well. If you can calculate that 0.3 represents 15, then it is okay as well. But me, what I want you to understand is how to do it. Not just copying and paste. Please, coach, share with me a strategy of 500. How many margin calls can I use? Aha. That's what I want you to understand at your own. I'm trading two coins with $500. So I want you to have common sense. I'm using 500 to trade 2 coins. Therefore, what about if I add or if I increase my capital and I make it 1,000? How many coins will I be trading? That is common sense, ladies and gentlemen. And the same strategy you are using to trade with 500, the same strategy we'll use here. It's a matter of increasing now the coins you are trading. Here you have been trading only 2 with 500. Therefore, if you have increased your capital to 1,000, then I'm trading 4 coins. Simple. But using the same strategy. I'm not changing anything. The first buy will remain. My number of margin calls will remain. Simple. Let's go. So, from here, when we go to margin configuration, on margin configuration, the robot is asking you, you have instructed me to buy with 50 for the first buy. You have instructed me to buy 20 margin calls. But how? Here, it's where we have our question. How? I want you to understand this. On margin configuration, we are going to explain how are we going to use $50 and 20 margin calls. That's what we are going there to explain. By explaining, you click and open. Now they will ask you multiple buying ratio. They are asking you now, how many times will I be buying with how much? This is the question. Multiple buying ratio. I buy how many times with how much? So, when you leave 50, the other side of first buy, and you come here, you put 1111. It means you are telling the robot to use $50 because 1 is representing to 50. When you put 2 here, it means you are instructing the robot to use 2 times 50, which is 100. Are you getting my point? We need to understand, why are you writing here the digits? If you can explain to us, you tell us the reason why you are putting 0.2, the reason why you are putting 1 here, then there you understand the business. But if I can ask you right now and you say that you don't understand the reason why you are putting here these digits, there you don't understand the business. You still have time to learn. You still have time to learn. Therefore, if you don't understand these digits, then you keep learning. Ask what you don't understand. We make you understand. We help you to understand these things. I think I'm done with this side of times. Now, we have this side of margin call drop. What are they asking? Margin call drop, they are asking you. You told me to buy 0.3. Yes, I can understand. But after which drop? I will buy after which drop? Are we together? Therefore, here you are instructing robot to buy after a certain drop. To buy after a certain drop. Now, when you see here 1, it means I told my robot that after a drop of 1%, go to my balance and pick $15. That's what it means. Are we understand this part? I want feedback from you. Are we understand this part?
Yes, very well.
Yes, Carole. Thank you so much. You get the point. Here we are giving robot instructions. And here we have our money. $15. So, here comes my question. When you put here 0.2, what are you on? Do you have enough money that is forcing you to use 0.2? What are you on? It's because you watched a video talking, telling you to always use that strategy because it is a game changer. What are you on? And remember, market can drop 40%. It can drop 40%. Now, when we drop 40%, will you be able to buy the whole of 40% if you use 0.2? Can you manage to buy? Automatically, no. For us, we will be buying. For you, will be just seeing. My robot is no longer working. I don't know what's wrong with it. Yet, it's you who is having a problem. It's you who is having a problem. You get the point? So, please, guys, let us put here the digits after understanding our capital. How much do you have on balance? The reason why you find here changing all the time, it's because of different capital that we have. The one who is using $50, you will never find him having 1% here because the money is less. The one who is using $20 as capital, you will never find him using 0.5 here because the money is less. The reason why we are forced to change here is because of our capital that we are using. The one who is having maybe 500, you will find him having 1%. But for you with a capital of 50, here you will put 2.5. And remember, when you put 2.5, the robot will take a bit longer to buy because the market to drop 2.5 on a good day, it is not easy. It is not easy. So that's why the one who is having little capital will always take longer to buy because of the drop here. And I beg you, when you are putting these drops, if you have like 15 margin calls, you have 20 margin calls, always add the drop. Make sure you add the drop. When you add the drop, it will help you to understand the drop that you are dealing with. The drop that you are dealing with. Are we clear? So therefore, if I add here, this is 4% for the first 4 margin calls, and we all know that the first 4 margin calls is considered as one margin, because all this money will be added on your first buy. But when you are trading under real-time settlement, the fifth score up to infinity, it is always independent. So the money that you invested here, it will give you profit independently. There we go. Now, on the first 4, we have 4% already. Let's add. Let me check. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is 3. This is 3. This is again 3. That is 9. 9%. This one with this. This one with this. This was on this. That is 90%. 9 plus 4. That is 13 already. That is 13 already. For up to 10s, we already have 13% drop. Meaning, if the coin can drop 5%, 10%, we are sorted. We are okay. Let the market drop, because you have your drop, which is 13%. We are still adding. Now, we can have this one, that is 4, this one plus this one, that is 4 again, that is 8. Okay, 8 plus our 13, that is the 21. Yes, up to here 21. That is 21% already. Then let's go from 15s up to 20 years. Let's add. This one is 5. This one is 5. That is 10. 10 plus 21, 31. 31 plus 4.5, that is already 35.5. That is the drop I have. Are we getting it? That is the drop I have. 35% drop. And you hear someone saying that just have 5% drop, yet you have $300. Will it work for you? Never. It will not. You will use your 0.2 and the market will drop 10%. You will no longer be earning from the market. You get the point? So, therefore, we need to do what? We need to understand what to do. We need to understand what to do. Hope you are getting my point. Hope you are getting my point. So you can see how I started. I started small, then I started increasing slowly as I'm dropping slowly until I go to to 2.5. That is my biggest figure. So having 20 margin calls and when the market is dropping we are using 15. That means the capital I need to deal with this strategy, it is 20 times 15 and plus 50. That is the money we want. Hey, are you lost? When you get 20 number of margin calls times your first buy, which is what? 15. When the market is dropping, we are going to use 15. That is already $300. Now, out of $300, we add the other 50 that we entered with for the first time. Meaning, this strategy needs $350. Are you getting the point? Am I clear to you? Am I clear to you guys?
Yes, sir.
So, when you are creating your strategy, make sure you are also knowing what you have. You should know what you have on your balance. Don't just put a strategy because it's the strategy they gave you. No. Put it there when you know that you have money to cater for it. Okay, I think I'm done with the drop. So the drop is according to the money you have. Now, for example, if I have only 250, I will reduce a number of margin calls here. I use the same strategy, but I reduce here. Meaning if I put here 50, the balance is 20. If the balance is 20, rather 200, and I'm going to use with to 15 when the market is dropping, so here I have to get the number of margin calls that can use $200. I can reduce on 20. I start now. I will say, okay, if I use 15 margin calls times my first buy, which is 15, that is 150. That is 150. I will again change. If I say 15, that is 200. So meaning it is around 13. So therefore, I will have 13 margin calls. The first buy is 50, margin calls 13. Remember we had entered with 50. That means when you add them together, you'll get $245 as your capital using this strategy. Now I come here and I edit. I put here 14. Then if I put rather 13 here, I don't change anything because I want to use 50 to go into the market for the first time. Now after buying with 50, when the market is dropping, I'll be buying with 15. If you feel like this calculation is hard for you, immediately after buying with $50, you can come back and edit and you put 10 or you put 15. But make sure this side of margin configuration, there you have 1. Here you can change and put 1. Then immediately after buying with 50, you go back and change. Either you put 10 or you put 15 according what you want. Hope I'm clear to you. So these are strategies that we use. So this strategy you can also extend to $500. You change from 50 now, you go to 100. Meaning, when you put 100 as first buy, you have to edit these drops as well. These multiple buying ratio. You have to change them. Because this is 0.3 of 50, not of 100. So meaning, if you want to buy with $15 over 100, so you have to go to calculator. What is $15 over 100? $15 over 100. So if we put 0.3 times 100, we get 30. Maybe now here we have to reduce, and we put 1.5. It is 0.15. So if you put 0.15 over 100 will be representing $15. Therefore, I come here on my settings, I change here, I put 0.15. Therefore, on first buy, I will remove 50, I put my 100, such that in the first time, I will use my 100 to buy. When the market is dropping, I will be using $15. But here, I will be putting 0.15, which is representing $15. That is it. Those are the two strategies that we use. Nothing else. If I find you using here 0.2, you'll give me the reason why. Here, when I find you having a strategy of 0.2 and you are in my group, I'll ask you the reason why you are putting here 0.5, 0.2 here. You'll give me the reason. If you know that you have $50,000 as your capital, if you know you have it, it is okay, then you put 0.2. But if you know that you have 10,000 and below, please, and please. Are we getting the point? Are we learning something? Isaac, are you getting something here? Or you are lost? I don't want anyone to get lost. We are here to understand the business and we make money, nothing else. Fenagoro sente. Ha, katimanyo wa ema biwulide. Ochitegede. Mr. Francis, are you getting the reason why we are putting 1.5, 0.5? Your microphone is off. I don't know whether you are at work. Mr. William Slavio, are you getting the reason why we are putting 0.3 or 0.15? Are you getting the reason? Are you getting the reason why we are saying no need of using 0.2 on our strategies?
Yes, it is clear, Coach.
Beautiful. Andrew, what are you saying? I can see your arm is up. Andrew?
Sir, I'm requesting you repeat for me the margin call drop.
The margin call drop? Yeah, it is fine. So, the margin call drop, we said, the margin call drop will be according to the capital you have. I said, the one who is using $500 as capital, you will never find him having 2.5 at this top. At the beginning here, you will never find him having 2% drop, because this money is a bit high. The one who is using 250, you are most likely to find him using 2% here, because he's looking at the drop, the total drop at the end of the day. The total drop, if your capital is small, the call drop will be increasing. If your capital is a bit high, your call drop will be starting small. Are we getting it? Hope we are getting it. Now,
Yes, yes.
the first four, if your capital is small, you find someone using 2.5 here because the capital is small. And you also want margin calls. You find him having 2% here, sometimes 3.5 here. You get the point. Because of limited capital, that is the reason why we put these ones. But if you have 20 margin calls, there's no need of starting with 2.5%. It is for nothing. So, when you have 10 margin calls and above, I don't expect you to be having 2.5 here. At least let it come to the end. Maybe you're having it here, 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 and here if you have 10 margin calls. But when we have less margin calls, we start big. We start big. There we don't have what to do. You only have 5 margin calls. The reason why we make it big, it's the other reason why the other reason that I told you that we are focusing at 25% drop to 80% drop. That is our strategy. So it is the one that is forcing you to put these ones you are seeing here, 2.5, 2%, 3%, because you have little margin calls. You only have 5, and we are saying that the strategy we are using, we should have 25% drop. So you are also trying at least to get 10 with your 5 margin calls. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let us assume you stop from here because of the limited capital you have. You stop from here. You only have 5 margin calls. Therefore, if you have 5 margin calls, here for you will be having 1, 1, 1, 1. Whereby 1 will be representing 10. I don't expect you to be having 15 here. It is 10. 1 is representing 10 because of limited capital. 1 is representing 10. And when you get 10 times 5, that is 50 already. Therefore, for you, your first buy is 10. You are not going to change. And here, on drop, you start big, 2%, 2.5, 3%, 3.5, because your capital is small, now 4.5. When you add them, this one plus this one, that is 6, 6 plus 3, that is 9, 9 plus 2, that is 11, 11 plus 4.5, that is 15.5. So here you have a total of 15. You see, now you are trying. You get the point? You are trying at least out of 25, at least you have 15 with your little capital for $50. Are you getting my point? Hope I'm clear. Am I clear to you, Mr. Andrew Mugerwa?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Thank you so much.
That is good. Any question? Yeah, I can see we have only 10 minutes. Any question?
So what do you recommend me to use it just in case I have 600 as the capital?
That's what I'm coming from explaining. That's what I don't want you to ask. That I have my 1,000. Which strategy can I use? after giving you this strategy, you know, leader, I have 2,000. Which strategy can I use? No, transfer the knowledge that you have been using on 1,000, and you put on 2,000. You get the point? On 1,000, you were just trading 2 coins. Why can't you know that now with 2,000, I will be trading 4 coins using the same strategy? You get the point? After just knowing how many drop do I need, I'm buying how many margin calls. Simple. With 600, you can trade 2 coins. Each coin can take 300. 300 in the market, you are going with 50. The rest is for margin calls. Am I right to you?
Yes.
Yes, the rest is for margin calls, meaning 150 margin calls. You can have 15 margin calls, you can have 10, you can have 20, according to what you want. Do you want to buy with 10 when the market is dropping, or you want to buy with 15? Are you getting me clear?
Yes.
So that is it. So you have to know how to generate your own strategy. But remember, the foundation of the strategy is to look at the 25% drop up to 80. When we add them together, are we getting it? And in the market, we first put like 20% of the money. Are we getting it? Let's not go into the market with 10, yet you have 300. Why? Will you get money if 3% sold, yet you have used only 10? Will you get money? You will take longer to make money, the reasonable money. Am I clear? Fahad, what are you asking?
Yes, Mr. Deus.
Yes, please.
Actually, I want to emphasize on something.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a reminder. Whenever you let's say I've put like 20 margin calls.
Yeah.
Okay. But we need to be sure that these margin calls that we have put, actually we have enough money to buy the margin calls, because what will happen whenever there is insufficient funds, the margin calls will close.
Exactly.
Because of insufficient calls, because I've had people complaining, my robot is not buying margin calls, but when actually the margin calls have been stopped because he put too many margin calls, yet he doesn't have the money.
Exactly.
So the margin calls close automatically. So when you put margin calls, make sure you have the money to buy those margin calls.
And don't use that money. Leave it until you get out from the market.
Correct.
Yeah. So, Karore.
Thank you.
Ruka, can you put on your microphone and ask yourself? Rook.
Yes, I can hear you, please.
Yes, please.
All I can say right now, because the first part of the discussion, I was driving. Yeah. Could you please share this? Lecture to me so that when I get some time.
It's okay. It is already live on YouTube. I will share with you link. Then you can rewatch.
Okay, that will be great.
Yeah.
That's all.
Okay.
For now.
Okay.
Thank you.
Any other question, guys? Any other question? Question? Where you lost from? Don't worry. Open your microphone and ask where you lost from. We can collect you. Then we move together. We have to move at the same pace. Hey, you don't need to leave. We don't want to leave you behind. Yes, Emma. Can you open your microphone and say something?
Well done, Coach. Good morning.
Morning, sir.
Please, fine, thank you, sir. I'm doing good. It was raining today in Nigeria, so the weather is a bit cool, and we thank God for that.
So,
my question is,
yeah.
For somebody who has $15 only, after registration and activation, what do you advise him so that our newbies, our new partners who do not have enough capital, and we tell them they can start with what they have? What strategy do you encourage them to use?
Now, for them, I think what we can do for them, they need to buy those coins with 10% and above, such that they can help them to increase on their capital, because at least when you are getting 10% of $15, at least that is a reasonable money. But when you are getting 3% of $15, ladies and gentlemen, you may end up getting 0.000, because they will deduct a fuel, rather they will deduct what we call fee for Binance, and you end up with nothing. Therefore, my humble request is they can be trading those signals that I share for 15%, 20%, 10, 5, but for them they will not have margin calls, because I believe those coins that I share, those signals that I share with 10% and 15%, 20, they don't drop too much. They may drop a bit, like 5%, maybe 10%, but again they will come and fill our target. So that is my advice to them. We can enter with all our money, which is $15, then we can wait for good money after hitting our target of 15%, 20%, 10%, like that. That is the strategy that I can give them. Okay?
Thank you very much, sir.
Okay, you're welcome. Okay, any other question? Any other question, my dear friends? No question? We call it a day, because we have a class at 12. Yes, 12. We have another class. It will be general. We have a class at, I think I will share the link. We'll be learning with Game Changers guys. So I think I will share the link. You also attend and learn more. So it will be for market analysis. It will be concerning about market analysis. I will share the link. Yes, at 12. Yes. So that is it. If you don't have question, allow me to end from there. We meet at 12. Okay?
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Deus.
Okay, stay blessed, guys.
All right, Allah bless you.
Yeah.